To many, Winston Churchill stands as an emblem of British pride, with his force of personality and rousing speeches.
Men will still say, this was their finest hour.
In the Anglo-American world, Churchill is seen as a hero. He made the right call in the 1930s to warn against the dangers of the Nazis.
To galvanise the British nation, to inspire it to stand up against Hitler.
And as one convoy returns, another is going over to take its place.
But others say he was racist, a staunch British imperialist. Some hold him responsible for violence and a horrifying famine in India.
Around other parts of the world, he is often seen in a very negative light.
One criticism that's often aimed at Churchill is that he was racist.
Churchill was quite explicit that he did believe that white people were superior. He said he disliked Chinese people. He described Indians as a beastly people with a beastly religion, by which he meant Hinduism. He often described Africans as being sort of childlike. He was certainly criticised during his own lifetime for having outdated, antiquated views on race.
So did he hold these views throughout his lifetime?
Churchill was not a politician who stuck rigidly forever to a certain worldview. Events did lead to him changing his mind. And it is quite evident that during the war, when everyone had to kind of get together to try and defeat the Nazis and the Japanese, he certainly did change his mind about white supremacy, and he's quoted as superior.
As well as being a fierce opponent of Gandhi and Indian independence, many Indians hold Churchill responsible for the Bengal famine of World War II, where 3 million people died. Wartime food shortages led to a mass starvation in British-administered Bengal. Prime Minister Churchill was accused of stockpiling food ready to feed liberated European prisoners, bypassing India.
We know that he made very negative comments about Indians and blamed them really for the famine, saying it was their fault for breeding like rabbits. But that's not to say that he deliberately planned or engineered the famine or wanted to perpetrate deliberate genocide against Indians.
He was very much constrained by the emergency of war and all the other...
Yeah, I think I've heard enough. We all look up to him. Winston Churchill saved us in the war, but he was a racist. He was a fucking racist. 3 million people dead. Famine in India. 3 million. White supremacist. Winston Churchill. White supremacist. But we have to balance it out a bit. We're back, boys. We're back and we're black. Hey!